I don't know if everybody realizes it. I think most of you that watch this channel do. Fallout 3, the remaster, it's not a rumor. It's happening. For the longest time, everybody treated it like the FTC leak from a couple years ago. It was like, yeah, it existed at one point, but maybe it got scrapped. Maybe it got delayed. Maybe it got buried. I think that's how a lot of people are looking at it now, but that is not where we are at anymore, because now that old leak has collided with new 2026 reporting. Insiders are doubling down, and everything Bethesda has been doing lately is lining up just a little too perfectly. So the real conversation right now isn't, is Fallout 3 Remastered real? The real conversation we're going to have today is, what kind of remaster is this actually going to be? I'm telling you right now, if you expect a full-on remake, you're probably going to be looking at this the wrong way. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Jimmy or Chaos. Yes, I read every single comment on every single video, and today we go over everything about the Fallout 3 remaster. Here's what happened, and this is important, okay? Back in 2023, during that Microsoft FTC case, internal Bethesda documents leaked, and on that list, Fallout 3 Remastered was there. That's the origin of all of this. Now, at the time, people went crazy. Then it faded out. But then you fast forward to now, and you've got all kinds of things. Insiders like Nate the Hate saying it's still planned. We've got reports saying it's still actively being worked on. And Bethesda clearly is working on more Fallout behind the scenes. So we got a fresh 2026 report saying this thing is still in active development right now. It's not old leak hype anymore. We're in a live situation, my friends. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If you want to understand Fallout 3 Remastered, you don't actually look at Fallout. We look at Oblivion Remastered, because that game basically told us exactly how Bethesda is handling these legacy remasters moving forward. Well, that wasn't a remake. It was something way more specific. It's like a hybrid remaster. What I mean by that is the original game is underneath. It's underneath the shell. You got the same quest, same structure, same systems, but everything around it is getting upgraded. You got the visuals, the lighting, the UI, the animations, audio. It's all modernized. But the DNA, that was old Bethesda. So Fallout 3 follows that same blueprint. We're not getting a rebuilt game. We're getting Fallout 3 with a next-gen shell wrapped around a 2008 skeleton, and I think that's what a lot of people want, but it's also really risky. Let's be honest with each other for a second. Fallout 3's gunplay, it did not age well. It's not good. It's floaty, it's kind of clunky, awkward. It feels like you're shooting air half the time, right? I mean, that's the number one thing that has to change. Quality of life right there. And based on everything I'm seeing, it is going to change. The expectation is right now Fallout 4 style gunplay being brought into Fallout 3. So what does that bring us? Well, better aiming, real recoil, stronger hit feedback, smoother animations, even cleaner camera movement. Basically, you turn Fallout 3 into something that actually feels good to play in 2026. Now, if they can nail that, I mean, that could carry the entire remaster. Now, I don't think they're going to be removing VATS. No shot. I think that's Fallout 3's identity. But I think what they will do is clean it up. We're going to have faster transitions, probably have better readability. There's going to be, I don't know if you played Fallout 3, but there were some really jarring camera cuts. So smoother targeting, camera cuts, all that stuff still feels like Fallout 3, but we're not going to be stuck in 2008. And this is not a simple thing to do. You have to do this right, because you have to pay homage, you have to pay respect to the legacy, which is the reason we're here. But you also have to make it where if new people want to get involved, they can go play in 2026, and it kind of meets those modern expectations. Now, this is probably where the arguments are going to start in the comment section. We do this every time we make a video. The green filter. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. The heavy washed out, almost radioactive tint over everything. I think it's safe to say it's iconic, but some people are pushing that it's dated. So for me, I don't think they're going to keep it the same. I know a lot of you are about to go nuclear on me. Just hear me out. I think we're going to have more natural lighting. I think we'll have color grading, maybe gloomy, bleak still, but not just green on everything. Maybe, if they're smart, maybe they do a toggle option. But I'm telling you right now, I know this one's going to split you guys. You're going to have the one side say, keep it exactly how it is, versus the other side, make it look modern, people, make it look realistic. And this debate alone is probably going to be dominating the conversation even when the game comes out. I think the best thing you do, give it the classic green tint, put a toggle button on it, and if you toggle it off, you get what I said before. More natural lighting, could still be gloomy, bleak, but not just a green base filter. So we'll see, right? And then visually, of course, that ties into it, the graphics. I think we're going to get all of the following things. We're going to get redone textures, better lighting, better shadows. We're going to get volumetric fog, all the dust, improved interiors. Hopefully, because a game is made by its water, better water reflections, all the environment detail. Because, I mean, you're going to take the Capital Wasteland and you're going to try to make it feel alive again so many years later. I mean, just because it looks modern, though, doesn't mean it's going to actually run modern. This is what a lot of people need to understand. If this is a hybrid remaster, then underneath all that polish, all that shine, the old engine behavior is still there. What is that old engine behavior? Well, I mean, you got those weird physics glitches, which are part of the game, quest bugs. I think there was like save file problems, downtown DC performance issues. I don't think all that magically disappears. So the real question isn't, will Fallout 3 Remaster look better? I mean, of course it's going to look better. The real question is, will it still feel like old Bethesda under the hood of this car? Because if it does, then we could end up with something that's perfectly balanced and incredible, but still plays a little broken, which would kind of add to the nostalgia, but not create problems. And once again, that's really hard. That's a hard chord to hit, right? And then the big one for me, mods. Mods could be an absolute disaster here. Big one for PC players. Fallout 3's mod scene is gigantic, but there's a problem with it. If the remaster changes the backend even slightly, most of those mods, they're done. They're crashed. They're gone. Like, they won't work. Broken. And based on what Bethesda has done recently, I think that's what's going to happen. There's a real chance here, I mean, that there's no official mod support at launch and the script extenders don't work and the entire mod ecosystem just goes into Armageddon, which means you'll have OG Fallout 3 with mods, and then you'll have remastered Fallout 3 with no mods at first. And once again, that's probably going to divide the community. So you guys let me know. Would you be okay with fresh mods if all your favorite mods from the past didn't work anymore? I mean, let's zoom out for a second here, okay? I mean, everything we've talked about. Why now? Why now? Why now? Why now? It's really simple. The Fallout TV show, everybody knows, exploded. I mean, the viewership was crazy. There's a huge spike in the Game Pass engagement. There's a lot of new players that are visiting the Fallout franchise and world for the very first time. When that happens, you do not sit on old IPs. Look at Resident Evil. Look at what Gears of War is doing. Look at what Assassin's Creed is doing. You bring back the legacies. That's what it is. It's not random. This is absolutely premeditated timing. It's smart. It bridges the gap between your main IPs because we're still years off from Fallout 5. This is what you do. So if Bethesda follows the recent pattern, we're probably going to get the base game, all DLC included. We'll get the Pit. We'll get Broken Steel, Point Lookout, all those. Possibly a deluxe edition with extras, which would be pretty cool. A full definitive version, clean package, modern, all of that stuff. And when do we get it? I don't have a confirmed date. There's no trailer, no announcement, nothing official yet. So, I mean, I'm dying on the hill that it's likely real. It's likely in development, but coming soon, that's kind of where I have to draw the line. I mean, if anything, maybe a shadow drop or a late announcement makes more sense at this point. Maybe this fall. I don't know. You've also got GTA 6 coming, which those are two separate things, I know, but still everything gets caught up in the wake of GTA 6. So Fallout 3, the remaster, to me, it's real, okay? I think it's being worked on. I think following the Oblivion remaster blueprint, I think it's going to look incredible. I think it's going to feel better, play better, but it's not going to be a full-on Fallout 3 remake, and that is going to make it interesting with the outcome because it could end up being the best way to experience Fallout 3 ever, or it could end up being a beautiful version of the same old problems. And honestly, we'll have to wait and see. So I want to know from you guys, if this drops exactly like we're talking about, do you want them to stay true to Fallout 3? Do you want them to go all in and modernize everything? And more importantly, do you guys trust Bethesda to actually pull this off? Let me know. Drop a like. I'll see you soon.